Hi kids, today we're going to read Titus's Troublesome Tooth by Linda Jennings and Gwyneth Williamson. Titus's Troublesome Tooth. Titus the goat ate everything. He ate carrots and cabbage. He ate dandelions and daisies. He ate prickly, tickly thistles. And he even ate Farmer Harry's underwear off the wash line. Titus absolutely loved eating until one day he woke up with a terrible pain. He didn't want his breakfast, and he didn't want to munch and crunch the apples in the orchard. He wasn't even tempted to nibble at Miss Harry's nightdress. Titus felt miserable as miserable as a goat with a toothache. He was a very grouchy, grumpy goat indeed. "That's a troublesome tooth," said Derry the donkey. "Open your mouth and I'll pull it out with my big, strong teeth." Titus shook from his horns to the tip of his tail. "Oh, no thank you," he belted. He ran and he ran, grouched and grumbled, until he reached the barnyard. "That's a troublesome tooth," said Sadie the hen. "Open your mouth and I'll peck it out with my nice sharp beak." Titus quivered on all four hooves. "Oh, no thanks," he cried. Titus ran and ran, grouched and grumbled, until he reached the barn. "That's a troublesome tooth," said Polly the cat. "Open your mouth and I'll scratch it out with my long, shiny claws." Titus trembled from his white beard to his furry bottom. "Oh, no thanks," he shouted. Titus ran and he ran and he grouched and he grumbled, until he reached the meadow. "That's a troublesome tooth," said Basil the bull. "Open your mouth and I'll butt it out with my hard curly horns." All Titus's teeth chattered and rattled, even the bad one. "Oh, no thanks," he sobbed. Titus ran and grouched and grumbled, until he reached the duck pond. "That's a troublesome tooth," said Daphne the duck. "Open your mouth and I'll tug it out with my duckweed." Titus shook so much that he nearly fell into the water. "Oh, no thanks," he yelled. Titus ran and ran, grouched and grumbled, until he found himself right in back of the barnyard again. "Don't worry," said Sadie the hen. "Farmer Harry will get rid of that troublesome tooth for you because he called the vet." "The vet!" shouted Titus. He quivered and he shivered, he trembled and he shook. His teeth rattled and chattered, even the bad one. "No way do I want the vet." Titus ran and grouched and grumbled until Titus bashed his head against the fence, crash, and the troublesome tooth fell out at last. The end.